take a look at our favorite conservative puppet show, Snortling's Hollow. This one's entitled, I'm Calling for Unity, Not Conformity. Let's take a look. What, no theme song this one? Lame. Oh, here it is.
It's a beautiful day!
Boo! Get Piper out of here. Mimsy's supposed to sing the song.
At the Piper Show! Biden has won, now you Trumpsters gotta go! You're good if you're on the left, and you're bad if you're on the right! Got a problem with that, we're gonna have a fight!
Did Mimsy get canceled by Piper? Is Piper the star of the show now? I might like this show better if that's how it moves forward.
I'm taking over Mimsy's show for the day! She's probably gonna come and try to take it away! She's not the only one who's got something to say! And she needs to shut up anyway! Welcome, friends, to the Piper Show! Mimsy promised me that when Biden became president, I could host the show. Well, Mimsy, you can't deny it anymore, so here I am. Okay, I guess I gotta plug something here, so I guess today's show is brought to you by the Snortling's Hollow merch shop. There's a new t-shirt with a picture of me on it that you're probably gonna want to buy, so...
Let's take a look at that merch shop, okay? Because let's be real, I kind of want it real... Oh, she started... Yes! Good for her. She actually did start an Etsy store for her dollhouses. There's nothing on there right now, because I assume it takes quite a while to make them. But good. Good for her, because that's... I think she should focus on that, because she's really good at making the little dollhouses. Not so much at making, entertaining videos. Someone buy me these shirts. Which one's the punks for Trump? Yikes. Where's the Piper shirt? Someone buy me a Piper shirt, okay? Where is it? She has, honestly, I think she has too many things on this store. I think she could do to cut some of this out. Too many designs. Anyway, sorry, I'm stalling.
Go on over there and get one! Mimsy better give me a cut! Now it's time for me to introduce my co-host, Milo! Milo! Where's Milo? He's not here. What? I told him what time to be here. Well, maybe he's just fashionably late like you always are. Well, I don't appreciate it. Well, now you know how I feel. Whatever! Looks like you're in need of a co-host. Fine, but just until Milo gets here. And if you think you're just gonna come in here and take over like last time...
I'm gonna say something nice. I like her glasses in this episode.
I'll really try to stay in my lane. Okay, well, I know a lot of the people who watch this show are on my side, so I know I speak for many of you when I say, we did it! We really did it! Trump is gone, and now we can finally have unity! Biden and his followers really want unity, huh? Yes! Didn't you hear his inauguration speech? He said he wants to unite America and wants everyone to join him in his cause. You do want unity, don't you, Mimsy? Of course. But don't forget what he said right after that. The forces that divide us are deep, but they're not new. There is a constant struggle between the American ideal that we are all created equal and the ugly reality that racism, fear, and demonization have long torn us apart.
Yeah, none of that's inaccurate. None of that's inaccurate?
Who do you think they were talking about?
Racist people.
Duh, Trump supporters. So you don't see the problem here? No! The way I heard it, he just called 74 million Americans ugly, fearful racists.
Yes.
In effect, demonizing us, while at the same time accusing us of demonizing others.
Great, so stop.
And he doesn't even see his hypocrisy. This is his idea of unity. If he really wanted unity, he would have said something like, I understand that Democrats and Republicans have different ideas on how to achieve the American ideal, and I promise to listen to both sides because I will be a president for all of America. But instead, he's setting it up so that if everyone on the right doesn't suddenly change their beliefs and agree with the left, then we're now...
Are you agreeing that the right is just super racist? Because he didn't specifically say Republicans. He said we're combating sort of racist, xenophobic, backwards people, and you're assuming it's Republicans. Does that mean you agree that Republicans are the main people espousing these belief systems? Because I would agree. It's just weird that you also see it that way.
The enemies of unity. But why would he want to listen to a bunch of ugly, fearful racists? Did you ever stop to think that you might be manipulated by the government and their propaganda arm, the mainstream media? That half the country is not actually a bunch of multiracial racists? Then maybe we just want lower taxes, constitutional rights, and a colorblind meritocracy.
Oh my god! Ah!
And
You do not want that. People on the right think we already have that, and that's the problem.
here come the conspiracy theories. You're the world's worst co-host. Can't you shut your face hole for 5 minutes? Fair enough. Thank you. So, now that our side has the power, we should have very little resistance in silencing and deprogramming these radicals. Lucky for us, we have the power of government, big business, and the needy of
Yeah, that's how leftists talk, for sure.
behind us. Don't you see the problem here? Have you ever asked yourself why you're on the same side as powerful corporations and oligarchs?
Who the fuck said we're on the same side as powerful corporations and oligarchs? Disney, like, let's give an example of something that happened recently. Disney firing that Gina lady from Star Wars because she's a piece of shit doesn't make Disney on my side. Disney is a giant mega corporation. They're not on my side. They're still terrible. You're just worse.
You're not the resistance. You believe whatever they tell you to.
No, I don't. Mimsy, I don't. Do you think I like CNN? Do you think I like MSNBC or whoever? No. But you get sources of information where you can get them. You get a smattering. You go to AP News. You go to Washington Post. You go to all sorts of different media sources and try and get a general picture of what happened and make your own determinations. That doesn't mean I watch CNN and go, oh yes, exactly the way that they're saying this thing happened is exactly what I believe, and their framing of this is exactly the way that I'm going to internalize this news story. No, that's not how it works.
Haven't you ever heard of divide and conquer? Their plan is working. Oh, YouTube! I got another one for ya! Calling on your overlords to silence the dissenters? Is that really what we've come to? Mimsy, this is clearly not working out. You obviously have no
The right is really freaking out that no one wants to deal with their bullshit anymore, huh? All of their content this last month has been like, oh, you're all gonna, well, what, you're just gonna silence us? I mean, if you're gonna spout racial slurs and you're gonna promote dangerous conspiracy theories, yeah. But there are plenty of conservatives who aren't. Ben Shapiro has a platform, Dave Rubin has a platform, Jordan Peterson, like all these people know where the line is. They know where the line is. Just don't call to violence, don't promote ridiculous, dangerous conspiracy theories, and don't say racial slurs. These are not high bars in any way, shape, or form.
hosting abilities. I'm sorry, but I'm canceling you. Goodbye. Wait, can I make just one announcement before I go? Fine, one announcement, and then you're gone. Okay, I just want to let our friends know that they might experience a little lapse in my upload schedule. I'm not having an existential crisis. I'm not headed to the woods to find myself. I haven't been canceled or shamed out of existence. I just miss making my dollhouses and miniatures. I thought I could find the time to do it all, but with also having a family and a full-time job, it's all I can do to pop out the occasional video. But I'm still gonna upload easy videos like Mimsy reads her comment section, Captain Winky's home movies, and conversations with a leftist. And so you could catch up on shows that you haven't seen.
Honestly, I think that's great. Please focus on the dollhouses. You're so good at the dollhouses, Mimsy. Legitimately. Like, I've seen them. They're adorable. They look well made. Someone is apparently sending me one. It might even already be in the P.O. box. I haven't checked it yet. I know they gave me a tracking number, but I haven't checked it. I should probably go look into that. But either way, the dollhouses are great. Those are awesome. Keep doing that, because you're not very good at political commentary or puppeteering.
And I'll be back to full shows before you know it. Check out the link below to my Etsy store where you can purchase Snortlings and houses handmade by me. And my Patreon members can get discount coupons. And you can reach me anytime through my comment section, email, Etsy store, or Facebook. Join my Patreon to have access to the Snortlings Hollow Discord server. You said one announcement! That's already like 10! Okay, so I guess I'm kicked out of the rest of the show, but a deal's a deal. Bye, friends. See you soon. I thought she'd never leave!
And look, perfect! Like, I think she's actually taking people's advice. Like, Piper's talking, but Mimsy isn't on camera, so you can't see her moving her lips. Brilliant!
Who's that? Milo! Welcome,
Ugh, the sexual tension between these puppets is palpable.
Milo! Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. Where have you been?
It's okay, these puppets are over 18. I can say that.
Well, I can't just get here anytime you want me to.
Where's the Rule 34? Where is the Piper Milo Rule 34?
You're lucky I have a break right now. I'm working 2 jobs now, bro. 2 jobs? But why? Can't all be like you, Piper. My mommy and daddy aren't paying for my school and my rent. But you live with your mom! Of course she's paying your rent! You got it all wrong, bro. She had to cut way back on her hours when she got sick. She couldn't pay the bills without me.
Oh boy, Milo, it's almost like you should advocate for universal health care so your mom doesn't have to get multiple jobs just to sustain herself due to problems that are not her fault at all, like growing ill. Weird.
She's waiting to go on disability. Then maybe I can quit one of my jobs and go back to school. But I'll do what I gotta do until then.
Oh boy, it would also probably help if school, at least community college, was free for everyone and paid for via tax dollars, huh?
Oh, well, I didn't know, so thanks for being here. Yeah, sure. Oh, so let me introduce my co-host, Milo! Wait, your co-host? What do you want me to do? Just sit there looking cute and agree with everything I say. Wait, what? So anyway, I want to talk to everyone about the terrible events that happened at the Capitol on January 6th.
Oh no! This is gonna get... You know, I was actually enjoying this episode for the past, like, minute and a half. I was like, alright, the puppet chemistry between the two is kind of funny, it's cute, it's silly, it's stupid, but it's enjoyable, and now we're gonna get into this. Really? Are we gonna get into this? This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so in bad taste.
Sorry I'm so late reacting to this, but I'm subjected to Mimsy's schedule, and of course she felt no urgency in addressing the situation. I'm deeply saddened by the attack on our nation's capital by the violent insurrectionists, white supremacist terrorist Trump supporters in their attempt to overthrow our democracy. Their bloodthirsty hatred, led by their fascistic, Hitlerian, tyrannical leader, resulted in the deaths of 5 people. Are you happy now, Trump supporters? All 74 million of you are to blame. and we know who you are. Wait, I'm not just gonna sit here and agree with this. Let your
I like that Milo is a centrist in the same way Tim Pool is a centrist.
my co-host. That's your job. Oh, like you just sit there and agree with everything Mimsy says? Nah, bro. Now hear me out.
You know how all men in their early 20s say bro every other sentence? Yeah.
I'm not a Trump supporter, but don't you think you're being a little dramatic? Especially since your side supported the BLM and Antifa riots.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Yeah, the Trump supporters tried to literally murder members of Congress and overthrow the government, but you guys burned down a Wendy's. Those are the same thing, right?
For months and caused the deaths of a couple dozen people and resulted in $1 billion worth of damage and ruined lives. Those were mostly peaceful protests. Besides, you can't compare protests for love and equality with riots for hate and racism. Those people weren't at the Capitol in support of hate and racism.
Do we need to go? Okay, hold on. Baked Alaska was there. Nick Fuentes was there.
Somebody I haven't really done a pre-recorded video on in a long time on this channel, though the ones that I've done.
One of the rioters was literally wearing a Holocaust Nazi sweatshirt. Nick Fuentes, who's a literal fucking neo-Nazi. Baked Alaska, who again is a literal neo-Nazi that marched with the neo-Nazis in Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Presidential election. So many America First patriots back in the United States Capitol.
During this speech also, he said, this is 18 minutes, and I don't know where the timestamp is, but he literally said in this speech, we need to stop all illegal and legal immigration into the United States. He just wants to stop immigration in totality.
Because this is our capital. It's amazing. We gathered here less than a month ago for the Million MAGA March, and now we're back. We have traveled the country going to more than 5 swing state capitals, rallying for Republican state legislators and for Republican governors to intervene in the election. And now we're back. We saw last night. We traveled the country going to more than. We saw last night presidential election. Mind, not only did the Supreme Court refuse to intervene, but every single justice appointed by President Trump voted to refuse that case in the Supreme Court.
Because it didn't have standing.
The justices on the Supreme Court claim to be constitutionalists, and that if Don court for generations, that whether or not the case from Texas was totally procedurally.
Anyway, Nick Fuentes was rallying people there. Nick Fuentes is a literal Holocaust-denying neo-Nazi, so probably know what you're talking about before you have puppets sound like idiots, Mimsy.
They were there because they believed there was fraud going on. They felt like they were being ignored, and they wanted to fight for justice and to be heard. Whether you think...
Fight for justice by breaking into the Capitol building, trying to murder members of Congress and the Vice President. Yay!
They were justified or not, that is why they were there. And that's the reason we have the right to protest.
when people don't
We have the right to protest so you can murder members of Congress? I don't think that's the case.
feel heard, and then they get angry and they go out and protest, well, this is a recipe for mob mentality and mob violence. Violence should always be condemned, but your side seems to only want to condemn it when the right does it.
But these people wanted to overthrow our democratically decided election.
Oh, like your side did to Trump with a 3-year-long Russian collusion?
No! No! That is not what that was! People were fucking indicted for that shit! People were indicted! Trump's own lawyer was indicted for that shit! And then he fucking... Mimsy, this false equivalence that the right has with the whole, like, hey, by the way, it looks like Russia interfered with an election by both hacking the DNC and the RNC and then only releasing information from the DNC and then also perpetrating tons of propaganda online into people's Facebook feeds to make them think that people like Hillary Clinton were fucking baby-eating Satanists. That's what was being said by the left, okay? What you are saying is not founded in reality. We know for a fact, and the intelligence community has completely agreed, that Russia has interfered with elections in 2016 and attempts in 2020. Okay? The thing that you guys are saying is something that the left has never claimed in regard to the election, which is that votes were actually discarded or not counted or changed or some sort of malfeasance like that, to the tune of millions and millions of votes. That is a completely unfounded claim. There were months of lawsuits. There were over 60 lawsuits, some of which made it up to the Supreme Court, at which point the Supreme Court said, nope, not happening, kicked it back down. False equivalence.
An investigation?
Well, what about Trump inciting violence? You don't see that as a problem?
I hate how you keep putting me in the position to defend Trump.
Yeah, you always do, Milo. Funny how that works, huh?
Condone all of his rhetoric and support all of his actions, but it's not like he commanded his followers to take the Capitol by force.
See if this will load.
On this election, we will stop the steal. Today I will lay out just some of the evidence proving that we won this election, and we won it by a landslide. This was not a close election. And after this, we're going to walk down, and I'll be there with you. We're going to walk down. We're going to walk down to the Capitol.
Yeah!
Let's take the Capitol. Take the Capitol. Let's take the Capitol. We are going to the Capitol, where our problems are. It's that direction. Tens of thousands of votes. They came in duffel bags. Where the hell did they come from?
You have to protect our country, and you have to protect our Constitution, and you can't vote on fraud. And fraud breaks up everything, doesn't it? When you catch somebody in a fraud, you're allowed to go by very different rules. So I hope Mike has the courage to do what he has to do.
We're talking about you,
And we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
Fuck DC police! Fuck you, Mimsy! Fuck you, Mimsy!
So we're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. I love Pennsylvania Avenue. And we're going to the Capitol. And we're going to try and give our Republicans, the weak ones, because the strong ones don't need any of our help. We're going to try and give them the kind of pride and boldness that they need to take back our country.
Get the fuck out of here, you traitors!
I think that illustrates the point, right? There's a further 10 minutes to the video, but I think we get it.
He told people that he believed the election was fraudulent, and he called for the people to be strong and stand up and fight for what they believe in. When a Democrat says the same kind of stuff, you don't have a problem with it.
Milo, you must disavow the right.
Again, context. The right hates context because it always makes them look bad.
Now, or they're gonna think you're one of them. You'll be shamed and shunned from society.
In order for those kind of tactics to work on me, I'd have to give a shit, and I don't.
Damn, that's kind of hot.
I know, baby.
You know what? Mimsy, I'll subscribe to your Patreon if you just make a 20-minute video of these puppets getting it on in hot, steamy puppet fuck action, okay? I want to see these puppets fuck. I'm not even into puppets, but the sexual tension between these puppets, it's palpable, okay? I can almost smell it. Make these puppets fuck.
Did you just call me baby?
Don't let it get to your head. I call lots of girls baby.
Hey, don't forget about the adventure to Snortling's Hollow.
You're gonna have to take your magical journey without me. I gotta get ready for work. Later.
Later, Milo! You scared him off! Hey, you're the one who wants to host the show. Oh, to the lamp! Woo! Come with me on a journey through time and space to an enchanted realm of fairies and elves and stuff. Woo! And here I am, right in front of the Beaver Clan Gazette. Hey, Luna and Georgie. Hey, Piper. Nice to see you. Where's Mimsy today? Oh, Mimsy.
It sounds like they don't even like Mimsy. Where's Mimsy today?
Be here today. Here I am.
It'd be funny if everyone in Snortling's Hollow actually was like a leftist and they really hate Mimsy, but they're aware that she's like the creative overlord that controls their lives and homes, so they can't speak out against her. It's like WandaVision, but with miniatures.
What? What are you doing here? Whatever's going on back home has no effect on this dimension, Piper. Why? What's going on back home? Oh, never mind that. What's going on here? Well, not much right now. You know, Mayor Stump lost the election and we have a new mayor. I'm trying to set up an interview with him, but his office won't return our calls. Ring, ring, ring. Hey, maybe that's him. Hello? Oh no. We'll be right there. What's going on? Sounds like your peaceful day is over. There's a group of raccoons protesting the meeting at the Beaver Clan Lodge. What? But the Beavers have always had meetings at the lodge. What's the problem now? Well, let's go find out.
The Beavers are trying to kill the mayor.
Can we tag along? Of course. What the hell is all this? Close down the Beaver Lodge. Silence the hatelings. Excuse me? What's the problem here? We don't want to talk to any of you.
Oh no, they're leftist trolls. Good God.
You're one of them.
Well, maybe you'll talk to me then.
Who are you?
I'm called Hat on Foot. I'm the
No! Oh God! Oh, she made Shoe0nHead into a puppet person. Oh fuck! Has Shoe seen this yet? Shoe must have seen this, right? Shoe saw this, right?
new reporter for the Raccoon Clan Times.
Hey, she's one of us.
Yeah, sure. So tell me what's going on.
Well, there's beavers in there having a meeting and we're here to shut them down.
What do you mean, shut them down? What are they doing that you don't like?
What? What are they doing? They're beavers. They're obviously plotting something. What other reason could there be for having a meeting?
They're crazy, dangerous hatelings. Wait, why am I telling you this? Aren't you a raccoon? Back us up. I don't play that. I may be a raccoon, but I need to hear some facts before I'm going to take a side.
Facts. There's beavers in there and that's a fact. We need to flush them out and condemn their buildings so they can't communicate with each other anymore.
And next we're gonna come for the Beaver Clan Gazette. What makes you think you have the
Mimsy, please put me in Snortling's hollow. I don't think she knows I exist, unlike Jake and Shoe. Makes me sad.
right to do this?
We have a new mayor now. It's time to get rid of the old mayor stump followers.
Makes perfect sense to me. Wait a minute. Get rid of them? Don't you know that in Snortling's Hollow, there's such a thing as freedom of speech and freedom of association?
I thought you worked for the Raccoon Clan Times. Sounds to me like you're one of them.
I may be a raccoon, but above all, I'm a Snortling.
Oh yeah, she did comment on videos. I forgot.
You don't sound like you're from around here.
I'm from the city. We all sound like this.
There's something about you. You seem so familiar. Why do I find you so attractive?
Anyway.
Does Mimsy wanna, okay,
My point is that
I'm gonna go no comment on that one.
just because someone thinks that they're right, it doesn't give them the right to cancel anyone who disagrees. Maybe your guy won this time, but next time it could be their guy again. Will that give them the right to cancel you? Hey, Hat on Foot, is it? Yeah, but my real name is April May. Well, I like the way you think. Maybe I could offer you a job at the Beaver Clan Gazette. Nah, I'm happy where I am. I'm a raccoon, even if I don't believe in all the same things as the radical left. And don't forget, there's a radical right too. You think that all beavers believe in free speech, but see what happens if you try to burn a Snortling's Hollow flag. They'll want to throw you in jail. I get shit from both sides sometimes, but fuck it, I know who I am. Hey, I feel the same way. Maybe we have more in common than I thought. Hey, you're a beaver reporter. Do you know Bucker Tarkelson?
Yeah, that's how, you know, Hat on Foot was such a good parody name, and then we get Bucker Tarkleson. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay.
Got a huge crush on him. Sure.
I don't know if this is Hall of Fame worthy. It's pretty funny, but I don't know if it's that good.
I'll introduce you sometime. Well, this is what I like to see. Instead of shutting each other down and relegating each other to our separate corners where our resentments and misunderstandings will fester and increase, we should come together over what we have in common.
Yes, I saw, by the way, that I got sent a thing from a puppet porno or something. Hold on, let me go to YouTube and see if Shoe covered this.
Hello, friend.
I don't think so. Someone send that video to Shoe, please. And let her know that I sent ya. Here's a link.
And see if we can compromise on the rest. I propose a town meeting. We'll never compromise with evil, hateling fascists who want us all to die. Okay, that's enough, Mimsy. You're still trying to take over my show, even from another dimension. Okay, well, that's the end of the show for today. Wait, what about real talk? What? Can't this just be it? I have a life, you know. I'm gonna take some selfies and send them to Milo. And don't try to sneak in here and take over, Mimsy.
Hey, maybe I can help. I've got something to say.
Fine, whatever. Oh, and I'm thinking about starting an OnlyFans. Yeah.
Yes! We did it! We did it!
I know y'all want to see this.
Yes! Yes! Let me see those puppet titties!
Spur. That's enough. Move around, thotty.
Okay, I'm out. Bye, friends.
Okay, well, welcome to Real Talk with Paisley motherfucking Lane.
Remember when this was a kid's show?
Wait a minute. Don't you want to do a walk down Paisley Lane?
No, I got this. I want to do real talk. I got a few things I want to get off my chest.
Baha, don't act like you're surprised. You know my proclivities.
Well, you want me to go get Captain Winky?
Nah, I'm good. Alright, friends, I'm here to drop some truth bombs on you today. I know the left is always accusing the right of inciting violence through dog whistles,
Then stop dog whistling!
but can't they see that their rhetoric about the right being dangerous, violent extremists is what will incite violence? By vilifying us, they're making people feel that it's justified to commit violence against us in order to fight the terrorists.
Then don't be terrorists! At no point have I said all right-wingers are terrorists. Extreme right-wing Trump supporters who stormed the Capitol, they are terrorists. I didn't say all right-wingers are. QAnon people, they're getting pretty close.
And
Mimsy's just ignorant. I don't think she's a terrorist.
don't they see that trying to silence the dissenters will only force us into an online echo chamber, but will also make us feel like our voices aren't being heard, causing us to take to the streets in protest, which will only justify, in their eyes, their belief that we are violent extremists.
Don't ban us from Twitter, otherwise we'll try and overthrow the government.
And it seems that the media's latest tactic is to portray Biden as a scandal-free return to normalcy after 4 years of working overtime to make Trump look like Satan.
That wasn't hard. You just had to play his speeches verbatim.
Now they don't even want to do their job of holding our politicians accountable and have decided to take a nap. only reporting on
Ooh,
his
hype train.
dogs, his favorite ice cream, and how uniting he is.
Let's go look at some Biden articles. Biden. News. Cast Iron Pan, thanks for gifting 5 subs to the community. Stimulus check, where Biden's economic relief bill stands. So they're talking about, again, policy. They're talking about economic relief. Progress on the pandemic. Residents hope Biden provides more solutions on COVID-19 efforts. Again, talking about policy. They're talking about dealing with the pandemic. That's about healthcare. Miranda Devine, Biden's ethical standards aren't worth a hill of beans. The ugly truth about Honest Joe. So there's a critical article of Joe Biden. Boris Johnson calls Trump's impeachment a kerfuffle and suggests Biden copies his Build Back Better slogan. Again, critical article of Biden. Biden allows 25,000 people to seek asylum in the U.S. So once again, we're talking about policy decisions. Newman Noggs, thank you for gifting 5 subs to the community. Biden takes executive actions to tackle the climate crisis. This is an article from whitehouse.gov. CNN, Biden signs immigration executive orders and establishes task force to reunite separated families. Which, again, is just like an article about what he's doing. So your opinion on that's going to vary depending on how you feel about these issues. Like, there are plenty of articles about Biden and policy issues and being critical of Biden. Like, I saw one. This is the only article I saw that was sounded like pap. Inside the new president's routine, Oval Office fires and early bedtimes. Like, that sounds like a silly human interest pap story that I don't care about. But the rest are either about actual policy decisions or it was critical of Biden explicitly. So the idea that, like, most articles about him have been that is stupid and comes from idiots on the right who don't actually look at places like CNN or MSNBC or whatever and only base what they're saying off what they see on, like, Newsmax and One America News.
They will avoid anything that could be considered a scandal, like the fact that his mentor was a real white supremacist and all the racist comments he's made. The whole Hunter Biden laptop scandal.
Oh my God, that wasn't a scandal. Hunter Biden had a drug addiction and he's got a big dick. We get it. It's not a scandal.
And all the money his family received from China and Ukraine. And they're ignoring all the controversy surrounding his first couple weeks in office, shutting down the Keystone Pipeline.
That's a good thing? That's not a controversy. I'm glad he did that. Good.
Putting thousands out of work in the middle of a pandemic.
They were contractors. They're going to move on to a different job. That job was never permanent anyway.
How about his lack of a COVID plan that he promised?
Lack of a COVID plan? What? More people are getting vaccinated than are catching the disease now. They're saying they just bought enough vaccines for the entire US population. Are you even paying attention, Paisley?
The trans people and women's sports.
Oh God, are we really gonna get into this?
Thing. I'm not taking a stance on this.
I'm not taking a stance on this. I'm just going to imply heavily what I think about it based on the picture I used. I'm not a coward.
Just pointing out that it is a controversy. Sanctuary cities, ending deportation, stopping construction on the wall.
These are good things. Again, most people agree these are good things, which is why Biden won.
These are all things millions of Americans are very opposed to.
Fuck them! I don't care!
And what's up with the travel bans on other countries? I thought that was ineffective and xenophobic.
It is when there's not a global pandemic, correct.
And he's a Catholic. When Amy Coney Barrett was appointed, that was a bad thing.
Yeah, the difference being, again, when I say this, it's just a through line. Conservatives hate context. Biden isn't using his religion to decide policy. He's explicitly said, like, I'm a Catholic and I don't agree with abortion, but I also don't think it's my right to take that away from people because of my religious convictions. Amy Barrett doesn't necessarily agree with that. she will use her religion to try and dictate that from the bench, which is not a good thing.
Now it's wonderful. And what about these?
I'm neutral on the fact that he's Catholic. I don't care. I don't think your religion should influence your policy decisions. We don't live in a theocracy, or at least we shouldn't.
42 executive orders. Shouldn't the media be attacking him for...
No, because they're reversing Trump's executive orders, which again, he was elected to do.
Being an authoritarian dictator? They would if he was a Republican. So why am I mentioning all this? To start a fight? To further divide us?
That darn authoritarian dictator that signed executive orders to make us, back into the Paris Climate Agreement and extend employment protections to trans people? Go fuck yourself.
No. I just want everyone to see how the media's selective reporting is manipulating us. Sure, there's plenty of things we don't agree on, but we do have common ground. Why do we always need to dwell on our differences instead of concentrating on what we agree on?
Because you're terrible! Because you're terrible and don't want trans people to have rights! Because you don't like...
Don't rely on a divided government and a divided media to be our moral leaders. Let's just take one example. Black Lives Matter. Sure, many of us conservatives don't agree with the rhetoric and the ideology of some of their leaders.
We don't like the rhetoric that we should care about black people's lives. It's honest, at least.
But what is the average supporter really calling for? Justice, fairness, equality for all, and an end to police brutality? When we fight against them, they think we're fighting for injustice, unfairness, inequality, and brutality.
Because that's what you're doing. Because that's literally what you're doing!
When we really want much of the same things. Now, I want to bring up something that Mimsy talked about in another one of her shows. There are conservative minds and there's liberal minds. Liberals are higher in creativity and lower in conscientiousness. They are naturally more open to change, a free flow of information, and less boundaries. Conservatives are less open and more orderly. They may see danger in too much openness because things can get too out of control. But can't you see that
all these gay people living their lives privately and doing their own thing is so disorderly?
Both sides are right? There's a time and a place to be open and to be cautious. Too much openness and we have instability. Too much caution and we have stagnation. Either way, the result is collapse. But if we come together with tolerance and understanding, we can have success. We are not meant to be enemies, but we're meant to complement each other. Whether you believe it's God or evolution, we are created this way for a reason. We are the yin to the other's yang. That's all I have for you today. I enjoyed talking with you, and I hope you got some value of what I've said today. So, we gotta do the goodbye song, don't we? I cannot sing. Mimsy, you don't expect me to sing this on my own, do you? I cannot sing for shit.
Is Piper gone?
Yeah, she split a while ago. She went to go do selfies for Milo. Come on.
Okay, but before we say goodbye, I want to show off some fan art. This is a drawing of Hat on Foot by Silly Swirls.
Oh my god,
Thank you,
you didn't,
Silly.
Pyromancer.
Thank you.
All right, you ready for
What?
the goodbye song?
I'm ready.
Oh god, Pyromancer, did you win the lottery or something? Jesus Christ! Pyromancer has gifted 100 tier 1 subs. That's the most I've ever gotten at once. That's 150 subs from Pyromancer just this stream. We're at 1,673% of a level 5 hype train. I'm gonna need some mother effing hats. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. Pyromancer. Thank you so much. I can't even believe it. I can't believe it. Oh my god. 1 hat per gift sub. I don't even own that many hats. Once this video is over, I'll get the hat situation dealt with.
All you, because as we know, I can't sing for shit.
All right. Goodbye, farewell to you, my friend, until which time we meet again. We've talked about a lot of stuff, like being fair and being tough. Be brave and see what you'll achieve if you stand by what you believe. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Oh god, Mimsy. These are I never feel more conflicted than I do when watching Snortling's Hollow, because on the one hand it's hilarious, like a so bad it's good movie. Like it's so strangely constructed that I genuinely cannot comprehend it without laughing. But then it also extols really, really, really bad takes, and it just confuses me on a deep level. So I don't know. Oh god, okay. I gotta deal with the hat situation because of the gift subs, and we'll get to bit messages here in a second.